People, Merry post-Christmas. Well, here we are on day 29. Aren't you all excited? I know I'm excited. Let me put this Action Jackson around here somewhere. How's everybody doing today? I got all my gross eraser little leftovers. Ah, yeah, that tastes good. We got Marge in the house. Meow, meow, meow. All right, fantastic. I got more mugs to make. I already got them made. I just got to put them up on the website. You know, work to be done. Work to be done. How you guys doing today? Are you guys having a great week? I'm excited about the week. It's an in-between week. We're in between the phase of, you know, the year from the past and the year of the future. We're kind of in a pause, you know, waiting for it to really fucking nail down and get going. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be excited. You got to be excited about the new year. Talk about your goals. Write them down. I got them written down up on the board. I got a whole bunch of goals, all right? You got to write them goals. Ain't nobody going to come in and save you. All right, ain't nobody gonna, you got to march your way out or wherever. If you want to get to success, you got to march your way there. You got to march your way there. Nobody's going to carry you. Nobody's going to give it to you. And I guarantee you, if they do give it to you, they're going to give you 5% of what you should get. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that Dave Chappelle thing all over again, where they offer him $50 million, but he's going to make him $5 billion. You know, so he's only going to get a very small fraction of the success that he deserves. So that's what I say to you. That's what I say to you. You make them deals with people, you're only going to get a fraction of what you deserve, because nobody's going to give you the spotlight unless they're getting a big piece of the reward. You got me? Keep that in mind. Okay. Now you might use this stuff like that as stepping stones, you know, to get where you need to go. And then you go independent, you get all the stuff you could get for yourself. You know, it's all about the economy of energy. You want the majority of your energy to go back to you and back to your family. That's what it's all about, people. That's what you want. All right, I'm getting a little sip of this right here. That's what you want, okay? Hell, man, you don't want 50% of your energy going to the state, some other parasite, something like that. What, like that whole Minnesota thing, you know, with the Somalis and the daycares and all that, $8 billion. And, you know, they're finding them daycares everywhere around the nation now. Isn't that crazy? That's fucking wild. So, you know, you don't want to be like that. You want to make sure all of it goes to you. Okay? All of your energy goes to you. And that's what this next year is going to be about. The way that you get ahead in life is not by doing more, but by being more efficient and then scaling and amplifying your efficiency. Okay? You only have 24 hours in the day. You can only do so much, but you got to scale and you got to amplify. And you got to keep your energy being focused. So that's what we're going to do in the new year. I'm excited about that, okay? So how are you doing? What are you excited about? You got your schedule together. You got that critical eye in the hole. Those are the 3 pillars of success. That's how we're going to get there, people, in the new year. That's what we're going to do. Not only with the artwork, but with everything else in your life, okay? We're going to focus on that. We just concluded up this is the 29th day of our fashion. Okay, so we're almost done with the fashion. On the tail end, we're doing, you know, we did all that research and all the fashion. We learned all about it through the decades. Now we're going to use all that to put it into the work that we're going to do for ourselves to enrich and make more valuable the appeal and the offerings that we give to our readers. That's very, very important. People like to say, oh, you know, they just got lucky. Well, they got lucky after working hard for 15 years. And that's what we're doing here, okay? We're putting in the work so that we can get lucky. You got me? We're going to create our own luck. That's what it's all about, people, and that's what we can become excited about. We're going to make that happen for ourselves. Okay, now tomorrow we're going to have the bruvs, and that's going to be on Wednesday. That's New Year's Eve. We're going to have a little New Year's with the bruvs. Okay, so we're going to have a good time with that. Check in with us. Watch us at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and 11 in the UK. And then 12 in the, that's midnight where Ebi is. You know, how crazy is that? Ebi's all the way over there in Spain, and then we'll be chatting around midnight his time. So maybe we'll try to get him on too. But, you know, that guy's always partying. So who knows? He might be at some big ball somewhere, you know, watching the ball drop and counting in the new year, kissing all kinds of women and whatnot. That's the dream, right? That's what we want to be doing. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. Come by, check it out with us. And I'm probably going to watch New Metal New Year's with Mersh. I got a couple of buddies coming by. We're probably going to have a good old tequila evening. Going to do some barbecue. I smoked that brisket yesterday. Came out fantastic, wouldn't you know? And somebody just popped up and said, hey, can you smoke some pork butt? And they're going to give me the pork butt to smoke. Now, don't be confused. Pork butt ain't the ass of a pig. It's the top shoulder and the back of the pig. And it's the nice part of the pig shoulder. Not to be confused with the ham hock or whatever that is. That's a different altogether. The pork butt has a nice bone in it with a big fat piece of fat on the top of it. It's so good. It's so candied when you smoke it. It tastes just fantastic. So I think I'm going to do 4 of them tomorrow or the next day. We got to set them out. They brought them by. They're all frozen, you know, so I got to set them out and get them going. So I'm excited about that. We'll get some tequila flowing. We'll have a great New Year's party. You know what I mean? Got to make the party. Got to be the party. If you ain't going to a party, you got to make your own party. And so that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, people? So we're going to have a good time doing that. So I hope you have something fun scheduled for the New Year coming up, the New Year's Eve and the New Year's Day. I hope you have a nice little cocktail or whatever it is, a little bit of maybe some of that Colombian cocaine. No. Maybe a powdered donut or something like that, of course. Maybe some brie or some Veuve Clicquot. We're classy around here, people. We got to keep it classy. So I hope you have a good little, you know, exciting thing, a little planned out, maybe some party or something like that, and have a great time, okay? I hope you have a great time tomorrow. But stay safe, okay? We got to stay safe. We got to watch ourselves. This New Year is going to be wild. 2026 is going to be wild. With spot silver going up over 80 bucks, I'm telling you, it's going to be wild, okay? Everybody's going to be freaking out, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, all right? Now, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about fashion, okay? So yesterday we did some random characters that we put out, and then today I got my own story that I'm working on called Kitty City. Okay, and so I'm working on this cool story about Kitty City, and of course the main person, the character is based upon Mersh, and so that's what we got down here. And then I got the heroine in the story, and then I got, of course, there's going to be kitty cats in the story. So that's what I got going on here. And I got a little bit of reference material right here. I got my Battle Beast book out, right? Now I didn't really use too much of this Battle Beast book, but I will be going forward. And you can use it for a number of different things. We can use it for the, you know, for the reference of how they laid out everything. We can use it for even the writing, the story. We could use it for the color scheme. Look how nice that color scheme is right there. That's a great color scheme, okay? Very nice color scheme. And we can use it for a lot of things, and even for how they designed, you know, their tigers and their lions and the cats, because, you know, I'm doing the story and it has cats in it, right? So we got some of that going on right there. We got some of the lions and the cats. And so, you know, I grabbed this, and I got a couple other ones, and we'll go ahead and we'll use it and have a good time using it as a reference. You know, this is what we're supposed to be doing. You stand on the shoulders of other people to reach greater heights. And that's what we're going to be doing here today. So that's why I got Marge with us today. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump down here to camera 2. So that's looking pretty good. So here's what I got. I got my Kitty City. I got my Marge mug. I got my Battle Beast book for anytime I need some quick reference or anything like that, and I'm ready to go. Okay, whether we're going to do colors or whatever we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to figure it out as we go along. I don't really have a plan other than the fact that I laid out my 3 characters. I got my Mersh right here. Of course, he's got his red breast, and she's got the red breast right there. Got the smokes right there. He's got his big Korth 357 Magnum right there. Hell yeah. Got his North Carolina Tar Heels blue, Nike Jordans on, Jordan #1 right there. That's all in the story, people. I wrote this story. All right, we're gonna talk about that coming up in the next month, so that's gonna be really exciting. And then we got her right here. I'm not gonna tell you her name. You'll figure it all out later. We'll talk about it, right? And she's a cocktail waitress in a casino. Okay, so that's what she's got going on right there. Cocktail waitress, got her outfit, Wild West outfit, got the badge of a sheriff. Oh, can you guys see that? Got the badge of a sheriff going on right there. Got her belt buckle and her tutu and all that kind of stuff. Got a little fan service going on there because it's got to be sexy, because most of the people that come through there are men, right? You don't know if they're escorting or if they're stripping or what the hell they're doing. But they, you know, the women got to sell their assets. You know, they got to sell them, all right? And then we got this guy little here, the little kitty. And he's one of 3 or 4 kitty cats. And of course, there's more kitty cats in the story too. But the main character, there's I think this is going to be Clarence. I think that's what it is right there. So we're excited about that. So look at that. Ain't that pretty cool? Got that all laid out, ready to go. I already wrote the story and be putting it out here pretty soon. So I'm excited about that. All right. Now, I got, of course, our Ohuhu markers going on right here. So we got the markers. We got the Honolulu tip. Don't forget, always use the Honolulu tip. If you're going to pick yourself up some, I got a link in the description. Of course, you can try to find them out anywhere you want to. But we're going to go ahead and get this, get going on this right here. I'm going to take me another swig of this nice little honey water that I got going on. A little bit of lemon in it. Tastes so good. All right. So here we go. First thing I want to do is I want to get his shirt flats laid in there. Yeah, it's got kind of a coral. Got to get this going nice and good. All right. Like I said, it's a little bit of coral. This might be too dark. Where's my tester? Where's my tester? Got to get my tester page up here. See what we got going on here. Oh, that'll work. That'll work just fine. Not too dark at all. Remember to think in facets, people. Think in them facets, okay? The facets is what you got to think about. It's like the facets on a diamond. All right? Got to think like that. Or the 3D wireframe, if that helps you think about it better. Like in when you do programs or whatever, they got that 3D mesh. And it turns it into facets. That's what you got to think about this stuff like, okay? He's got his shirt going on right there. I kind of did that one a little quick. Here. We can even go in with the darker. What we'll do is we'll take the secret tip of the gray. Okay, is this gray or is this blue? It's a little bit too blue. A little bit lighter gray. That'll work. And we're gonna smooth some of this out. Reduce the difference between the values. You see, that's what I'm doing right here. Reduce the value difference, okay? The value difference might be a little bit too harsh. Okay, there we go. Pop that out. There we go. There we go, there we go. All right. So we got Mersh hanging out right there, having a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and give him some greenish aqua pants. These are his slacks or his dress pants. Now this is what you should be doing for your stories. If you're gonna write stories or you're gonna come up with ideas or scenes or whatever, you know, you can do yourself a couple character sheets or whatever, and this is how you do them. You kind of brainstorm. I got a whole bunch of these about Kitty City. You know, they're not always going to be right the first time. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't have it right the first time. You got to go back and do it a couple other times. And then we're going to go ahead and put some of this darker green in there. That's what we're going to do right here. And then what we can do is grab that gray again, go back in, make sure it's the right gray, and you kind of prioritize the different highlights. See how that works? Go ahead and give priority to a couple and have it pop out with more of a more saturated, less gray, and then a little bit lighter in value. So that gives you that three-dimensional kind of look right there. So that looks pretty good. Okay. Now, of course, his shirt still might be a little bit too broken. So maybe we're going to grab some of this yellow coming in here. There we go. Try to unify it a little bit more. It was broken between these three values right here. It looks a little bit better. It could be some kind of crazy sheen on the, you know, on the, could be some crazy sheen on the material. That's always possible. All right, now we got to get down here in our Tar Heel blue, light blue. The Nikes. Alright. Why has he got Tar Heel blue? Well, you'll have to read the story. You have to figure that out in the story. Okay, we've got his Tar Heel blue down there. And let's go ahead and give him a little bit of a nice warm. He's drinking that red breast. A little bit of that red breast action. A little bit of this. A little bit of the green. That green might be too much. Oh, with this green. There we go. And this might be a different kind of alcoholic beverage over here. Beverage. I tell you, who's ready to get a little alcohol beverage on here? Who's ready to get a little bit of horseplay going? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for that. This is darker green, a little turquoise, does that complement, you know, makes it look pretty nice. Go ahead and floral cap. And I'm just going pretty quickly, but still trying to keep the general, you know, idea of what the color scheme should be. And I like to mirror the colors, or echo the color schemes throughout. So if you look, you see a shirt, and then you see the same colors are used in the bottle. Oh, too high. And they kind of echo. They kind of echo right there. Okay? They kind of echo a little bit. Alright, so he's looking pretty good. He's looking great. Let's go ahead and give him a little bit of action jackson in his, here in his, sunglasses. Good. Now let's give him a little bit of a warm to give a little bit of contrast. Alright, that looks pretty good. He's ready to go. He's got his gun ready to go, got his bottle ready to go. Maybe he's got okay, and maybe this might be that red. You know, we got our old school red. And bam, there we go. We got him just about pretty good. Let's go ahead and match him up with his watch face to be the same as his Tar Heels North Carolina blue shoes we got going on down here. And we can even take a little bit of a darker blue, just kind of give him a little bit of the shadow, give him a little bit of that three-dimensionality. There we go. That looks even better. So now we're like excited about that. Now we're talking, okay? Now, of course, then we got the old gal over here. And we got to think about what kind of outfit would she be wearing if she was rocking through. Well, you know, we got to give her her light blue boots. Those nice blue boots. Okay. And then maybe halfway through you decide, oh, I don't want to do blue boots. That's too much like merch. So we're going to go ahead and get some of this pink in here. We're going to have it vibrate. All right, so see how that vibrates? Of course, the vibration is like a polarization. When you do lines and they kind of jump through the other ones and you get like a little bit of light right there, that helps to pop it out. You get a little bit of pink that's right there that's sticking through. Helps to pop it out a little bit. You can get some up here, get some up there. You know, kind of put it around so it kind of vibrates with the colors that we put down. Now that looks really good. She's got like a little purplish, pink, blue, baby powder blue. Right. Let's take a gray and let's go ahead and how dark is this gray? That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and darken in her hand for a shadow. We'll call that. Put it in the back. Push it to the back there. Okay. Now, what kind of outfit should she be wearing? Well, we'll go ahead and we'll call it a hot pink. Put her in a hot pink outfit. This looks pretty good. Little hot pink tutu action. She's like a cowgirl, but she's the sheriff, right? But this is all a costume for the casino that she works at. All right. And we'll give her a nice little yellowish color for her belt buckle. And match it up with the star. Alright, that looks pretty good. Real good right there. Take a little bit of this blue. A little shadow in here. See how fun that is when you leave some of it peeking through and you get all these different kind of variations of the color that you're putting down. That makes it so much more enjoyable to look at. Nope. Alright, so she's wearing that outfit. Of course, they are really tight on her. And what kind of arms should she have? Should she have some blue arms? This. Give it a try. Of course, she looks like a clown now, but that's the whole point. She's supposed to get the attention, you know, of the. You're supposed to get the attention of the people. Give her bright pink underwear. Of course, that's supposed to stick out. Don't tell my mom though, she'll get all mad about it, alright? Keep it hush hush, people. Alright, now we'll give a little bit of shadow. Here. Alright, a little shadow. There we go. Got her butt right there. Now let's go ahead and knock it down just a little bit. We don't want it too noticeable. Okay. So there we go. We got her rocking around in her little outfit right there. And let's go ahead and give her a little bit of a brown tray. She's bringing up his next cocktail on. Okay. And got them American Spirit. Them American Spirit. There we go. Cigarettes ready to go. Of course, right there, ready to go. And then got that old glass over here full of ice cubes. All right. So there we go. Sometimes I see where a nice bit of shadow or something can be applied with the marker that I have, and I go back in and I kind of adjust it a little bit. This is a really great marker for that. That's what I'm doing. It adds a lot of dimensionality to what you're already doing. So don't fight it, just go with it. You know, if you don't see it at first, do it a little bit later. No big deal. We'll go ahead and do this one too. A little band, okay? So there she is. She got a fun little outfit on, and you know, I don't know what kind of color hair she should have. Maybe how dark is this? That's too dark. Get this gray going. Get one of these grays going. Gray blue. Give her a little bit of that. Lock in the where the shine's gonna be. Okay. There's no shine back here. Locked in where the shine's going to be. Now it's going to really get a gray. Up in here. Like so. It's going to leave some of it peeking through. Of course, this is all going to be great. Back here. There we go. Oh, look how nice that's starting to look. Now we need a little bit of a darker gray. So come in here. She's got maybe some, maybe dark black, beautiful hair, perhaps. Okay. Go ahead and make this pop. Here we go. And it's starting to pop now. Now we're going to go ahead and make this all gray. There we go. Okay. Now what we can do is we can grab a little bit of a black and really cinch in the shine. And then what we'll do is we'll come back in with a little bit of a brighter blue and really kind of get it going. How nice does that look? That looks pretty nice. Just get that shine going on. Now let's look for a brighter blue. Is this the brighter blue or is this the dark? So we gotta put the brighter blue just in certain places. Get that shine going. Alright, now we're gonna put a warm as a back glow right here. Okay, that's how you do it. Alright, people. She's done right here. So she's looking good. She's ready to go. She's looking fantastic. Now we got to do our little fella right here. Okay, got to get him going. And we might, now that I look at it, this could stand to have a little bit more black right here. Pop this out. Okay, there we go. And that looks better. All right, now she's ready to party. So these at the base. Alright, she's ready to party. Or work at least. She's ready to work. Okay, people? Now we're going to come down here to this little fella. See what he's got going on. Alright. Maybe he has a nice bright orange tie. Alright, looking good, little man. Looking good, little man. Let's go ahead and find a brown. Give him a little shadow, a little two-tone in there. Looking real good. Now, what color shirt should he have? Maybe an aqua. Is this too dark? That's the question. No, I think that'll be okay. Of course, he's smoking his cigarette right there. That's okay, don't worry. It's all full of catnip. It's a catnip cigarette. He likes it that way. Alright, so he's hanging out right there, having a good time. And grab a little bit of your gray. Darker gray. Come in here. Just, that's not going to do anything. It's not dark enough to grab a darker value. There we go. I want to get the Honolulu tip out that we all know and love. He's ready to go to work or wherever the hell he's going to be. And then go ahead and let's give him some gray pants. How about that? Those gray pants. Alright. So there we got him right there. He's not able to be a tad bit. There we go. So separated on the values. Mix that in a little bit more. Alright. Fantastic. Now, what can we do for our background? I don't know, maybe we can pull in our little Sharpies right here, something like this, and give them a nice fun background. Okay? These are just highlighters. Mix up different kind of things in here. They're neon, that's why I got them. Fun little neon highlighters. I'm not too sure about how much they fade, so you might have to pay attention to that. Like in the coming days and months, this shit might fade this year. This could be like a character sheet or maybe even a little poster talking about what Kitty City's all about in order to, you know, like I said before, to visually communicate your idea of what the hell is Kitty City all about. I'm going to pick these nice bright colors. It's casino style atmosphere. Alright. Okay. That's pretty good. Take one of these a little bit more yellow-green. Good. What we'll do is we'll get one of these light blues. And this will create a fun little gradient. Up towards. See that yellow to it. All these little white areas, make them yellow. Except for the ones we want to keep. There we go. And there we go. We had a pretty fun time pulling in our Sharpies. And we got a nice little rendition of our characters for Kitty City. How good does that look? That looks fantastic. That looks great. So of course I could keep going and I could do the faces and the skins and the fur and all that, but that's going to take me a long time. I don't want to keep you guys here waiting because the party's still going on. Alright, so then there we go. We got a pretty good banger sheet out of this page of Kitty City, you know, with our 3 characters right there. And this would be great for visual communication when you're talking to people. Now you could be talking to people that hire you, or it's for you and you're thinking about it, and sometimes the ideas in your head don't come out the same way you think they look on the page. You think, wait a minute, what was I thinking? He shouldn't look like that. He should look like this. Or wait a minute, she shouldn't look like that. She should look like this. And so you got to, you know, change it all around. Sometimes that happens, you know what I mean? Sometimes you miss a couple spots. Like I just noticed I missed a spot on her hair, so we'll go ahead and put a little bit of that gray in there. And sometimes that happens, okay? But this is how you move your story, your idea, you evolve it. You don't keep it up in your head, you gotta put it out. You gotta mix the fashion that we've been working on for 30 days almost. Today's day 29, tomorrow will be the final day, so I'm very excited about that. And you take that and you put it all into your story, you put it all on the paper, and you think about it, you ruminate on it, and then you go with what's exciting, and you chuck what's not exciting. Remember, there's no obligation here. If you want to change your life, you got to have that genuine desire, and you got to be able to channel that excitement down to your viewer. Whatever you're excited about in here, you got to channel through the paper into your viewer so that they get really excited about it, and then they take ownership of your story like it's part of themselves. And that's what we really want to see. So that's why we're putting so much work, so much effort in these things, in order to connect and help to resonate with our viewers on a large scale. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to work on in the next coming month. We're going to have a really good time doing it. So get your sketchbooks together. We're going to work on it together, and come on with me, okay? Now, for now, get out there, kick some ass, and let's have a good party tonight and tomorrow. Stay safe, everybody. Let's get out there.